Hello everyone, Nadim here for online tennis instruction. In today's clip, I would like to talk about a point my students during the serve clinics come up to me with all the time, and that has to do with what exactly does the hitting arm do when it travels up to contact, and especially what is the elbow tracking doing. So I want to show you exactly, without hitting too many balls, if any at all, what the elbow does and how it goes up to contact so that you can successfully lead with the elbow. Now, for those of you who have followed us for a while, you already know this. For those of you who haven't, we like to work with what we call the half position when players work on their serves. And the half position means that the elbow is lower than the shoulder and is away from the body. So you don't have lower than the shoulder but very close to the body, and you don't have away from the body but higher than the shoulder. So that is a very important point. That would be the half position right here. Elbow below shoulder and away from the body. Now from here, okay, as the right to left movement, in my case as a righty, occurs, okay, what happens here is that the elbow has very little moving to do. It does a lot of bending. So it doesn't reposition itself in this movement right here. Now this is where it becomes tricky for some players, and that's what I'm going to try to make very clear. Once the right to left is finished, okay, the elbow starts traveling from its position in somewhat of a semicircle manner up to contact. So it first goes away from the body, okay, and before it rises up, there's a significant space between the elbow and my shoulder. It's not in here, okay? So there's a significant space out. Now, my colleague Greg Lesur, he has a fantastic exercise that when you do this properly and you were to toss a ball, the ball at this intersection right here would actually touch my elbow, okay? And after this point, so after I travel from the back bottom up, away from the body and upwards, there is a point where I'm starting extending, okay? And that is probably where players have the biggest trouble understanding what's going on. So let me show you from this perspective. I'm in my half position. Let me take the tossing arm down so you can see this. Half position, right to left, and now my elbow travels away from the body, and then it's coming upwards, okay? But it's traveling away first. This is where the ball would bounce on my elbow if I did it correctly. And now as the elbow continues to travel the contact, the hitting arm starts to extend, so I can make contact at the ideal contact point, which for us righties on the first and on the slice serve should be right above my hitting shoulder, okay? So one more time. I'm in the half position where the elbow is below shoulder level and away from the body. I have my right to left commence here, and once the right to left movement is done, my elbow starts traveling in a semicircular manner, first away from the body. It's as if my elbow is drawing a line, and then once I begin the upward movement, which is pretty much where the ball would bounce if I did this exercise Greg has, okay, once the upward movement begins to contact, now my arm starts to extend, and I'm going to make contact with a straight arm in the ideal place. So just take a look at this a couple of more times, making sure that you understand what the elbow is supposed to do, okay? Because some players tend to lift the elbow very early. That is especially the case when the elbow starts too low. The elbow just tries to come up but can never make it up to the hand. And players who are too high to begin with, when they try to do this circular movement, it actually becomes just more of a straight line that the elbow draws, and again, it never really makes it to the level of the hand. So what you can look at again is, let me show you from here, when you do the right to left and you come around, that the elbow should make it up to the level of the hand, and then once you begin the final ascent to contact, the elbow is at a point at least at the same level as your hand or higher, and then you extend. That's the only way you can get this done. If your elbow starts too high or too low, you will very quickly notice that you cannot do that. So please take very good care of this and do this in slow motion a couple times, maybe in front of the mirror, and look at this video to really understand what is the elbow doing and what positions is it in before I hit my ball. So go home, give this a shot, see how you can do this if your flexibility allows, and let us know what you think and how you do.
The serve is, of course, the most important shot in tennis, and because so many players struggle with it, we now started offering one-day serve clinics several times per year in Florida and California. In these serve clinics, we'll break down your serve with video analysis and show you exactly what elements need to be fixed so that you can hit powerful serves. So if you're interested in finally developing a powerful serve with one of our serve clinics, click the link inside this video right now for all the details on upcoming serve clinics.